Have you ever experienced such situation before, listening to music while doing our homework, checking the messengers while having a class? If you do so, it means multitasking has infiltrated in our daily life. So what is the explanation of multitasking? How can we make good use of this stuff? First, let's make the concept of multitasking clear. By searching for the information and the investigation, we come to two different results. One says multitasking means the concurrent performance of several jobs by a computer. Others says it means the performance of multiple tasks at one time. Since we are talking about the multitasking which is related to our people, we consider the second explanation to be the one we prefer.
The purpose of our investigation is to find out the answers of the four following questions.
After we have a clear concept of multitasking, we have a further consideration, whether multitasking is good or not. How can we make this be helpful to our daily lives? In order to have a better understanding of multitasking, we start a series of investigation.
First, we send out a question form. Second, we have face-to-face interview to see our peers' opinions about the multitasking. Then, a game is played to find out different people's ability in multitasking. Now let's see the whole detailed process of our research. The questions on the question form are listed below. The questionnaire consists of 7 questions. We randomly selected some people to interview them about their awareness of multitasking.
In your opinion, how do you define multitasking? And what's your opinion of the judgment criteria of multitasking?
I think multitasking, it means that you can do a few things at the same time. And I think it means that you have to keep a balance and you can handle everything you're doing very well. And that is the most important criteria.
Why do you multitask?
Maybe I am facing many deadlines and I have to force myself to many projects at the same time.
So, do you think multitasking is a good thing or not?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing because it will improve our effective.
So what will you often do when you do multitasking?
When I go to the toilet, I will enjoy TikTok.
Okay. So when you do multitasking, what will you often do?
Actually, I'm doing my homework when I was watching TV, and I will be playing my games when I was eating snacks.
Okay, thank you.
Questions cannot show people's ability in multitasking. That's why we need a game to reveal their ability. The multitasking game is composed of 4 parts, which occur in order. The first part of the game is about balancing, which means you need to use the right and left keys to keep the ball remaining at the bar. If you can persist for some seconds, then the second game appears. This game requires players to move a block by using right and down keys in order not to touch the moving arrows. Fortunately, if you do not fall for some seconds, then the level of hardness increases. The next part occurs. You need to move a square into the required space in required times with WASD keys. If you can pass these games, you will be able to see the last game. This game is like Slappy Bird. which means you can use your space keys to control the triangle to jump and cross the barrier.
At the same time, we also collect enough data, so we start to analyze it. Our questionnaire shows that, for the opinion of multitasking, nearly 30% attitude is neutral, and approximately half of people agree with multitasking. Then, in the next question, the average score from people's self-assessment is 3.02, which means the interviewee thinks their ability is moderate. We also ask students to do the multitasking game and collect a lot of data. Our data shows that the average score for males and females is 54.1 and 54.9 respectively. It means that there's little relationship between gender and multitasking. What is more, we found that people's score is getting higher after every experiment. For the first time, the average score is 46.2, the second is 55.9, and the third is 61.4. And we'd like to find more powerful support for our conclusion.
So we turn to the scientific article to find more scientific support. The most common opinion is that multitasking saves time. However, the fact is the opposite. By experiments, Jane Robinstein, J. Evans, and D. Mayer found that participants' efficiency decreases, which means multitasking truly wastes time. They thought the time was lost because they needed time to switch from one to another. What's more, students who multitask often have a lower GPA, according to Kevin P. Medor, A.D. Wagner, which is the opposite from our data and survey. However, multitasking does also have some benefits. Some research found that multitasking may help enhance creativity, which does not occur in our interview. What's more, from the study conducted by Mayer, they found that the increase in task complexity means the increase in the time of waste. Still, they have found the phenomenon that the waste of time reduces with more practice, which is similar to our multitasking results and the interview from others. So we often say, practice makes perfect. Other factors can also affect multitasking, such as alcohol, caffeine, age, but the gender does not have a relationship with the ability of multitasking, which is also the same as our data. This can be shown from many articles such as No Sex Difference in an Everyday Multitasking Difference. From the scientific research and our survey and interview, we can know that multitasking does waste your time and lower your efficiency. So do not multitask when facing some difficulty, like driving and doing math problems, or you may crash into a tree or fail in that assignment. However, you may slightly try multitasking for some boring things, like listening to some exciting lectures when doing housework, which may help you get a creative idea.